Shadow green, dark, muted, and perfect for depth. Let's push a clean wash and see how it blooms and settles on paper. Today I want to talk about Shadow Green by Holbein. This is an interesting color. It's PBK 31, which is Paleogene black, and I guess this was developed for typewriter and printer ribbons back in the day. And according to the internet, it says although black, it is transparent in the infrared spectrum. I'm not sure how that's going to help us with watercolor, but out of the tube, this is a very, very dark. Of course, it leans towards the green side. And what I'm doing for the first wash is I just want to see if I can get a nice, smooth, graduated wash from dark to light with this color. It's not actually too hard to get a nice wash with this color. It actually seems to go across the paper pretty easily. It's slightly granulating, but it's pretty strong stain too. So once you put this color down, you're not going to be able to get off the paper very easily. And then for the next two tests, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color and I'm going to make it like a mid to dark value. I'm trying to make it even across the entire surface. And then while the color is still wet, I'm going to drop more water up back into it. I want to see if this color blossoms very easily. Now, certain colors blossom very quickly. Certain colors don't blossom very easily. I want to see if this is going to soak into the paper too quickly. This color, you can get some blossoming effects, but I give it maybe a scale of a 4 or 5 out of 10 for blossoming effects. It's not the best one out there. It has a tendency, I think, to soak into the paper a little bit too quickly. For the last test I'm going to do is I'm going to try this again, but with just a lighter value wash and see if it's a little bit more pronounced. It is a little bit more pronounced in the lighter values, so we can drop the water back on top. And then while it's still wet, I'm also going to, with a thirsty brush, take off a little bit of the color, and then drop some water into that to see if I can get more blossoming effects on it. So it's an okay blossoming color, but if you're looking for something that's very dark and is leaning towards the green side, this would be a great color. This would be a good color to put next to like sepia, for example, because that's more of like a yellowish black, or Payne's gray, which is a bluish black. So if you want to just make a painting with just a lot of dark colors with color in them, this would be a nice color to use for that. Shadow green creates rich, moody washes with smooth transitions and softer, more controlled blooms. Ideal for shadows and depth in watercolor. If you enjoyed this content, please hit subscribe. If you're interested in all the materials used in this painting, check out the YouTube description below. Thank you for watching, and happy painting.